Man, the ups and downs of these crazy animals. I cut 2 clutches on the very same day last week, and it was like all of those emotions just in one place. Comedy and tragedy, the sweet smell of victory and the agony of defeat. These things. Let me tell you all about it. Let's check it out. What's going on, everybody? It's Adam at Proper Royals. Thank you for joining me here today. If we've not met before, this channel is all about my family's journey of building a ball python business, and we document everything right here on the Proper Royals channel. We do live shows on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. every week, and then we do these traditional videos as well each week, all the time. 2 years running we've been going now on this thing. And hey, we just passed our 1-year anniversary of doing the live shows every Tuesday as well. Stick around, check it out. We'd love to have you. I cut 2 clutches last week. A little context, I've only got 6 clutches this whole year, and I say only. This is my 2nd season of breeding. I remember when I first started thinking 6 clutches would be crazy. Like, I'm gonna have 40 plus hatchlings that I got 40. It's a lot of snakes to deal with, But I've grown, and this is where we're at in our journey this year. So 6 clutches, and who knows? Maybe I'll eke out 1 or 2 more before the end of the year, but indications aren't that that's the case yet. So 6 clutches. So 2 of them happened to pip on the very, very same day. I had expected them to be closer to a week apart, but one of the moms didn't lay till like the 52nd day or something like that. They had actually been incubating inside the mom for quite a long time, whereas the other one laid on like the 35th day, like you would traditionally expect after their pre-lay shed. They happened to pip on the very same day. These were both unproven moms. One of them had definitely given birth before, was a proven breeder. However, I had purchased her as a het pied het albino, so double het pied albino. And the other mom I purchased as a het VPI Axanthic. I could probably do a whole video on buying hets, the difference in the 2 paths that I took buying those animals. I used to think whenever I heard people saying, oh, buy from reputable breeders, it was kind of a snobby thing, like, oh, don't let the new guy in the game. Like, how am I going to become a reputable breeder if nobody ever buys from me? Like, you know what? You got to fight through it, because I still have to recommend that you buy from established breeders. But sometimes you roll the dice when you're starting out. I still keep in touch with the lady that I bought the one that didn't prove out from, and I keep in touch with the guy that I bought the one that did prove out from. So I mean, it's a good community. There's just still people that I like and keep up with. Mistakes happen. Those are the risks you take when you do roll the dice, especially again when you're starting out and maybe you don't have as much money flowing in. It's more of a hobby at that point in time than a business. Nonetheless, this was a stinging experience. One of those doesn't prove out. One of them does prove out. You get to experience the highs and the lows all in one video today, all in one spot. Let's go ahead and get to the first one. This is the mom, the female that I had purchased as a het pied het albino. Last year I paired her to another het pied, got 7 beautiful eggs, 7 babies. Not a one of them pied. Okay, het to het on 7, there's bad odds, but not that bad. So this year I paired her to a visual pied het albino. We'll get to see what happens. Also, on a side note, we had a special guest on this cutting. You don't get to see her, but she is there with us, her and her family. Her name is Danny LeBear, and she has a Facebook page called the Northeast Florida Snake Lady. She handles the venomous local snakes here in our North Florida region, and she documents all of that on Facebook when she's out herping and that kind of thing. So check out Danny at the Northeast Florida Snake Lady page. I'll put a link down below in the description. Check her out. Let's check out this cutting. Here we go. All right, we're gonna cut these eggs. Like I said in the intro, we see if we can prove out this mama. Either be an exciting day cutting or a big letdown. We got some friends cutting with us today. We got Danny from Northeast Florida Snake Lady. Check out our Facebook page. I'll put the link down in the description. Handles venomous, certified to handle and herp the venomous species here in Northeast Florida. Go check her out on Facebook. She lives right in my neighborhood. How cool, right? Let's cut some eggs. I'm hoping some of them have pied behind those normal heads. I don't see any albinos yet. It's going to be a normal het pied. Normal. It's a normal het pied. Another normal. Same thing. Normal. A normal. Normal. Another normal. What's a guy to do, right? I mean, like, you could just hear the air going out of the room. You know, it was pretty obvious by about the fifth one that things just weren't going to go my way on that cutting. We ended up having Danny and her family over. We had a great time that night. We cooked dinner and had some drinks and that sort of thing. You could hear I really wasn't feeling all that well still at the time. I was still really congested and sick. I was actually on Jeremy Warfel's podcast that night at Warfel's Morphs. I was just about to sign on and I checked the incubator and I saw that the next clutch from a female het VPI that I paired to a male fire het VPI had Pip, and I was just gonna let him be for the morning, and I was so down after those 10 normals. I was like, I messaged Jeremy real quick. I was like, Jeremy, I'm gonna be 5 minutes late. I'm cutting this Axanthic clutch. I called Kelly and Charlie real quick. I was like, let's film this real fast and let's see what we got here. I needed to pick me up after that first one. Let's check out this cutting. Again, het VPI Axanthic female to a fire het VPI Axanthic male.
He really wanted out.
Yes, he did.
Look at that little face.
Let's see, little buddy. There we go. Going back.
You're gonna be in the Axanthic.
I don't think this one is, but I think it might be fire. Oh.
Ooh.
I think it's an Axanthic.
That is an Axanthic. I called it.
You did?
First little guy.
Alright. It might only be fire, but I think it's Axanthic.
It looked pretty gray on the other side.
I've looked at a lot of normals today, cutting eggs.
And that's definitely not a normal.
Right, this one we seem to have thought it might have been twins. We marked it twice.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
It's not very big. Doesn't look very big for two in there.
No.
I'm thinking probably not.
It could just be a chunky snake.
Dude.
Twins?
Axanthic.
Oh. When you laughed like that, I thought there was twins.
Nope. Alright, this is the egg cutting I needed after that last go around. This was het to het.
Oh.
Alright, Jeremy, I'm about to go on your show. This one's for you. I know you love your Axanthics, man. Keep them coming. Alright, something's going crazy here, because that... Maybe I'm mistaken fire for Axanthic. I think that's 3 for 3. See, I don't know. Maybe those are... It's looking light.
To be honest,
I think that one's fire, Axanthic, I think. Either way, it's a nice change from all normals. Doesn't look normal to me. I don't see any browns in there.
I would say fire.
I think that's a normal.
Oh, it looks pretty normal.
Let's do this one next.
This one? Alright. That's a fire. Alright, let's finish with one more Axanthic. Nope, not Axanthic. And I think it's a normal. Alright, so haven't seen these now.
It's better than the last one.
Yes, it is. Well, and it's on par for what we're expecting. I see at least 2, maybe 3 Axanthics.
I see 2 fires.
Fire. I think I got 3 Axanthics out of 7.
Not
It's
bad.
pretty good head to head, yeah. Ah, thank goodness, right? At least one proved, and we got some great looking animals. A little update, they crawled out of the eggs, as they will do, of course. It turns out there were 2 Axanthics. It was really interesting how bright those fires looked in the egg. The other thing, though, as keepers and breeders and humans, we let our biases and our desires kind of cloud our judgment in the moment sometimes. So those egg cuttings are fun. But really, you got to wait till they crawl out. And then the other thing too is that really you have to wait till they shed to really get a good idea on something like an Axanthic that's, no pun intended, is black and white. It's not that difficult once they crawl out. But on some other clutches that I have, like my Banana Mojaves, hypos, I really couldn't tell if they were hypo or not until they shed. And you got to let them crawl out. You got to let them shed. You got to go through the process. You got to trust the process, and you got to do all the little things right all along the way. Check out these videos right here and keep it right here on the Proper Royals channel. I'll tell you everything that we got going on here at Proper Royals. I'll keep you posted on my future clutches, the breeding, the business, the marketing, the social media, all of it. We cover it all right here. Thank you so much for joining today. I cannot wait until I get to see you in the next video. Until next time, see ya.